For years, the Z6 series was the reliable middle child. It was good, but it wasn't a disruptor. That all changes today. Welcome back to Tap Tech, and today, we are diving deep into the most authentic, supply chain leak details of the upcoming Nikon Z6 IV. This isn't just a spec bump, it's a complete identity shift for Nikon. After the historic acquisition of RED Digital Cinema, the Z6 IV is officially becoming the mini Z9 that the industry has been begging for. Let's start with the heart of the beast, the sensor. For the longest time, Nikon stuck with the 24-megapixel territory for the Z6 line. It was the sweet spot for low light, but in 2026, the market has moved on. According to the latest reports from the manufacturing floor, the Nikon Z6 IV is finally making the jump to a brand new 33-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor. Now, why does stacked matter? Most cameras in this price bracket use partially stacked or standard BSI sensors. By going fully stacked, the Z6 IV achieves readout speeds that were previously reserved for the $5,000 Z9. We are talking about virtually zero rolling shutter. If you're a sports photographer or someone who shoots fast-moving subjects like wildlife, this means you can use the electronic shutter without that jello effect ruining your shots. You're getting flagship-level speed in a body that doesn't require a second mortgage. But it's not just about the megapixels. It's about what that sensor can do. This 33-megapixel resolution is the perfect compromise. It gives you enough room to crop while maintaining that legendary Nikon low-light performance. Early testing leaks suggest the base ISO performance is even cleaner than its predecessor, thanks to a new dual-stream processing architecture. This brings us to the brain of the camera, the X8 processor. This isn't just a faster chip, it's a dedicated AI engine. Nikon is moving away from reactive autofocus to predictive autofocus. In the Z6 IV, the AI doesn't just see a person, it understands human intent. If a subject is behind a tree, the camera calculates where they will emerge based on their velocity. It's scary accurate. For wedding photographers, this is the cheat code you've been waiting for. You can focus on the composition while the camera handles the 3D tracking with surgical precision. Now, let's talk about the physical build, because Nikon has realized that professionals need more than just good specs, they need reliability. One of the biggest complaints with hybrid cameras is overheating during long 4K sessions. For the Z6 IV, Nikon has engineered a revolutionary thermal dissipation bridge. Instead of just relying on internal heatsinks, the body features a magnesium alloy frame that acts as a giant radiator. This allows for unlimited 4K 60p recording in most climates without the dreaded hot icon popping up after 20 minutes. They've also slightly deepened the grip. It feels more substantial in the hand, more like a tool and less like a toy. And for the first time in the Z6 line, we are seeing a 4-axis tilting screen. Whether you're shooting vertically for social media or low to the ground for cinema, you finally have the flexibility that professionals require. But here is where things get truly wild. We need to talk about the RED effect. When Nikon bought RED, everyone wondered when that Hollywood tech would trickle down. Well, the Z6 IV is the first mid-range camera to benefit. Sources are confirming that the Z6 IV will feature internal 6K REDCODE RAW recording. Let that sink in. You're getting the same color science and post-production flexibility used on major film sets, right inside a Z6 body. We are talking 12-bit RAW video, oversampled from the full 6K sensor width. This completely eliminates the need for expensive external recorders. You just pop in a high-speed CF Express Type B card and you are shooting cinema-grade footage. This is the move that is going to force the competition to rethink their entire product lineups. And it doesn't stop at resolution. The color science has been completely overhauled. Nikon's new CinemaLog 2 is heavily influenced by RED's workflow. The skin tones are smoother, the highlights roll off more naturally, and the dynamic range is pushing a verified 14+ stops in video mode. If you're a content creator in premium markets like the US or UK where production value is everything, the Z6 IV is going to save you hours in the color GR. Dang sweet. It's essentially a cinema camera that just happens to take world-class 33-megapixel photos. Let's talk about the stabilization, because this is another area where Nikon is aiming for the crown. The Z6 IV introduces Synchro VR2. By syncing the in-body image stabilization with the VR and the S-line lenses, the camera can now compensate for up to 8.5 stops of shake. This means you can comfortably shoot handheld at shutter speeds as slow as half a second and still get tack-sharp images. For travel vloggers or documentary filmmakers who can't always carry a gimbal, this is a game-changer. It's the closest thing to a tripod in your hands that we've ever seen in a full-frame mirrorless camera. What about the price and the release date? This is the question everyone is asking. Nikon knows they have a hit on their hands, and they want to price it aggressively to steal market share. The rumored launch price for the Nikon Z6 IV in the US market is $2,499 for the body only. Considering the inclusion of a stacked sensor and internal RED RAW, that price point is incredible. It positions the camera perfectly between the entry-level full-frame bodies and the high-end flagships. As for the timing, our sources point to an official announcement in late Q3 2026, with units hitting shelves just in time for the holiday season. We've also heard whispers about a pro-stream mode. With the rise of high-end live streaming and remote broadcasting, Nikon is including a built-in hardware encoder for NDI and SRT protocols. This means you can plug the Z6 IV directly into an Ethernet or high-speed Wi-Fi 7 network and stream 4K 60p directly to the web without a capture card. For corporate videographers and high-end YouTubers, this simplifies the workflow immensely. If you've stayed with me this far, you can see that Nikon isn't just playing catch-up anymore. They are leading the pack. The Z6 IV represents a shift in philosophy. It's no longer about good enough for the price, it's about best in class, period. The combination of 33-megapixel resolution, a stack sensor, AI-driven predictive autofocus, and internal RED RAW makes this the most versatile hybrid camera ever built. Nikon's Z-mount has matured beautifully. With the release of the Z6 IV, they are also rumored to launch 2 new Planolite lenses, which are affordable f/1.8 primes optimized for the high readout speeds of the new stack sensor. This means the total cost of ownership for a professional-grade Nikon kit is actually becoming more competitive than other systems when you factor in the high-end features included in the body. So, is the Nikon Z6 IV worth the wait? Absolutely. If you can hold off on your purchase for just a few more months, you'll be rewarded with a camera that will remain relevant for many years. It is the perfect bridge between professional photography and high-end cinematography. Thank you for tuning in to Tap Tech. We've been tracking these leaks for months, and as more official information comes out, we'll be the first to bring it to you. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to show your support for the channel so we can keep bringing you these deep dives. Don't forget to stay tuned so you never miss an update on the latest tech that actually matters. What do you think about the Z6 IV? Is the internal RED RAW a must-have for you, or is the 33-megapixel stack sensor the bigger deal? Let us know your thoughts. Until next time, keep creating, keep exploring, and we'll see you in the next one. Tap Tech, signing out.